Hello, and welcome to episode 106, I believe, of the Stress Knits podcast. My name is Stacy, also known as Stress Knits Yarn on Instagram and Stress Knits over on Ravelry. Today is February 25th, 2020. I think that's all correct. Today, I'm coming to you from a very winter stormy Metro Detroit, Michigan, where I live with my husband Doug, our daughter Eliza, and our pug puppy Esther, who is in her puppy bed right behind me. I am the dyer behind Stress Knits Yarns. If you are not aware, I've had a few questions about the yarn shelves behind me, which are looking pretty bare, which thank you. I'm the dyer behind Stress Knits Yarns, and this is where my stock that's in the shop goes. So it's pretty bare because I had a very large update for my birthday, and I just want to thank every single one of you who has purchased yarn in the past or for this update. It is such a huge help to our family. You allow us to pay bills, so it's pretty great. So that's what that is. I will share some yarn with you that's still in the shop in sweater quantities at the end, because I've had a few questions about that as well. I don't have a lot for you this week. It's going to be a shorty, because I finished a very big thing and I started a very big thing. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. I have a few languishing whips, a few things I've been on the needles for a long time, like my Starflake shawl, my Marley shawl, my Ronin sweater, which is hanging up on the back of my door, my Telegram sweater, and I just have no desire to knit on them. I did a few rows on my Telegram last week, but it's literally like 3 rows. It's nothing to write home about. So I don't know. I don't really know what I want to knit on right now, except for what I'm knitting on right now. So there's not a lot to talk about. And since my future cast-ons have stayed the same, there's really nothing to talk about there. So let's talk about what I have finished, which is a wonderful thing. I finished Doug's Flax. So let me stand up and show you. So it's folded up in his drawer. But here it is in all of its glory. It's very bright outside because there's a lot of snow. So, sorry for the weird lighting. It's like glowing. So this is Flax by Tin Can Knits. I used Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in the cast iron colorway, so it's just this beautiful tweedy black. I knit the size large, which is a 42 or 43 inch chest. I should have knit the size smaller. This is pretty big on him now that it's been blocked and everything, and the collar is a little wide. He loves it. He says he loves it. I haven't seen him wear it yet. But he says he loves it. The sleeves are a little baggier than I wanted. It's not the perfect sweater, but I think it's a good, like, it's cold outside, let me wear something. Esther, don't play with the plant. Thank you. I love you. You're a good puppy. Just don't do that. Okay? She keeps taking mouthfuls of the dirt because I have this palm that's going to be going in our room. You can kind of see the foliage right here. Esther! Esther! Hey! Don't do that. That's stupid. Don't do that. Here. Get your bone. Sorry. So she keeps taking like mouthfuls of dirt and like putting it on the ground and then just staring at me. So I'm trying to get that out of the way. But it is a non-toxic plant, so it's all good. Yes, so it doesn't fit him the way that I would love it to fit him, but he loves it and it fits. Yeah, so the recommendation I'd make is maybe do some short rows in the back and maybe knit the collar just a little bit longer. That's what I would do next time if I made him the same sweater, and I would go down a size. But, yeah, I love it. He loves it. I'm glad it's finally finished, because it's a black sweater, you know? Nothing too exciting, but it's going to hopefully be worn a lot, and if not, I'm going to steal it, and I'm going to wear it because I can. Yeah, so that's what I finished, and then the only thing that I'm working on is my new cast on, which I cast on for my birthday, and that is the Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie May, and I am knitting the size 1X, which is, I don't remember, but I want this to, again, be a big cozy sweater, so I'm knitting a size up from what I would knit. Yeah, just so I have more positive ease than the pattern calls for, because I got gauge on a 6 instead of a 7, and now we're just cooking. So I did the collar. So this, I knit it, obviously longer than it calls for, but I am going to do another fold over. So it's going to look like that. So I'm just waiting to get a little bit more of the body done before I whip stitch that. So I'm using Stress Knits yarn and Accidental Gemini on my singles base and on my halo base. So singles is 100% superwash merino single ply yarn, and halo is my kid mohair silk, which is 70% kid mohair, 30% silk. And yeah, I love the fabric it's making. I love the color. I'm very excited to have this. I don't know how much I'm gonna wear it, because I don't know. I think it'll be fine. We'll see. But I definitely just want this as a shop sample anyway, and to take pictures of the colorway and all of that good shop news stuff. So I'm really excited about it. I've had this yarn since I dyed the colorway for Eliza's first birthday last year. So I've had this yarn set aside since June, and I'm finally knitting it, but I only have 3 skeins of each. And that is on the very low side of what my size calls for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit the sleeves first. So once I separate for the sleeves, I'm going to knit the sleeves. And then I'm going to knit the body as long as humanly possible, because I like a long sweater. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's literally all I've been knitting on, because I finished Doug's sweater and I cast this one on, and I haven't had a lot of knitting time because I had the update, and Eliza is not napping. So she's napping right now, but she hasn't been napping. So that's literally all I've done. And I wasn't going to podcast, but I'm trying to be more consistent, and I feel like a 10-minute podcast is okay every now and then. So let's move on to shop information. If you're not interested, thank you so much for checking this out. Again, sorry it was so short, and yeah, hopefully I'll have more next time, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't really know what I want to cast on. I don't know what else I want to work on. I don't know if I want to finish things. I just don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but for those of you who are interested in the shop, let's talk about what's in the shop in large quantities. So all of these have what I consider sweater quantities. So for my fingering bases, that's usually between 4 and 8 skeins. And then for my DK base, that's between 5 and 10 skeins. So, yes. And I want to reiterate that if I don't have the quantity of yarn that you need for a sweater, message me and I will do a custom order for you. There is no extra fee. It just takes a little longer so that can make sure I have the yarn in stock, and I dye it up, and then it dries and I ship it out. I'm actually dyeing up the last few custom orders that I have to do tonight. I'm waiting on a yarn shipment that is out for delivery, and then I will be doing that. Yeah, so just never hesitate to email me. There is a contact form on my website. That is the best way to do that. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm trying not to work on weekends anymore. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. So if I don't email you on the weekend, don't be alarmed. I'm just trying to create more work-life boundaries because I really don't have any. It's very hard to do when you work from home because I open up my office, which is also where I knit most of the time, and I'm surrounded by all of my work stuff. So I'm trying to be better about giving myself time to be a person. Yes, so Monday through Friday, business hours. And I'm also trying not to respond past 6 p.m., but that is also difficult because they come right to my phone. If your emails come right to my phone, I feel like I should respond if I see it right away. So I'm trying to get better. So work with me a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so large quantities of yarn in the shop. So I have Dahlia, which is just one of my favorite deep pinks. That's actually pretty accurate to color. Yeah, it's a tonal. There are definitely darker spots and lighter spots, but that's just the nature of the colorway. It is heavily layered, and sometimes the layers get a little wonky, but I really love it. It comes out so beautifully, and I've used it a few times. I have Bubbly, which is just this beautiful champagne and light pink colorway. That's very accurate to what you're seeing. And then in DK weight, I have Palm Lines, which is just a very barely there pink. I have 6, I think, of this. I have 4 Dahlia and I have 6 Bubbly. I have, I think, 6 Palm Lines, and it's just a perfect barely there pink. I have 5 skeins of Slate, which is a beautiful grayish blue. And I have 5 skeins of Grubby. So I actually think all 3 of these colorways would make excellent woodwardias. I know people have been asking for different colors besides my jam that I would knit them in. And literally anything that's semi-solid or a simple speckle, so Grubby, Prudence, those would all make excellent sweaters, and especially woodwardias, because everybody needs one. Everybody needs one. And I knit the second to largest size, and I knit just like 5 skeins. I needed 5 skeins. So, yeah, that's really what's in the shop. Yeah, I'm going to be having a very large update in the next week or 2. I just have to start dyeing the yarn. It just got here. So that is what I will be doing the rest of the week. What else is going on? Just plants. I'm a plant person now, and I love it. Some plants coming in the mail. It's snowing. That's really about it. So I feel like this episode was pointless, but I'm trying to be good about an upload schedule, so I'm going to put it up anyway. If you've watched this far, you're wonderful. If not, you're not seeing this, so that's okay. But you're wonderful too. So I will talk to you next time. Yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.